CNN Equestrian Asian Championships in association with Be Grim.
It's December in Thailand and the coastal city of Pattaya is abuzz with holidaymakers. But just a stone's throw from its famous beaches, some of the region's finest athletes and their horses took part in a landmark event in the sport of equestrianism, the first ever FEI Asian Championships. Athletes from 15 countries across the region gathered here in Pattaya to compete for gold and make history. We explore Thailand as the host country revels in this historic moment. Meet some of Asia's most promising rising stars. And see why this sport is about more than winning. It's about that special connection between a rider and their horse. This is CNN EQ Asian Championships. For most travel enthusiasts, Thailand may be a tropical destination known for its beaches, food, scenic views and culture. But for equestrian fans, the country is about to be known for one of the sport's newest and much anticipated events, the FEI Asian Championships. Taking place in Pattaya, a beachside city 90 miles outside of the capital, Bangkok, the competition is the first of its kind, bringing together the best riders and their horses from across the region to compete across the 3 Olympic disciplines: dressage, eventing and jumping. But it's no coincidence that officials chose the Thai Polo and Equestrian Club as host for its Asian debut.
Thailand, first of all, is actually very readily accessible for most of the countries to fly into. Thailand has also been very enthusiastic to organize international shows, but in the past, there's always been borrowed horse events for the young riders and also for some of the senior riders. So for them, the facility is there, and the national federations and region are familiar with the environment and also with the hospitality of the Thai people. So I think, we couldn't have found a better place to have this.
How big is equestrian in Thailand?
Thailand is growing. It's not big, but I think that after this championship, they really put themselves on the map. And I think the equestrian sport will flourish very soon.
And is that the same with the whole region?
Well, equestrian sport actually has become one of the fastest growing sports in the region and in the world. And I'm very happy to inform you that for the Tokyo Olympics, my region, which consists of 19 federations, have now qualified up to 11 federations. So this shows that the sport is thriving in Asia.
So more Asian riders will be at the Tokyo Olympics than any other previous Olympics?
That's correct, yes.
Because it's fair to say traditionally equestrian powerhouses tend to be in Europe and North America. So how does Asia fit into the equestrianism around the world?
We're slowly moving, but it's not actually as slow as we think. But I think give us 10 years, we'll be there.
In terms of Thailand as a host nation, how strong is equestrianism here, and what is it about the heritage of horses in this part of the world?
Well, traditionally, this part of Asia is not known for the heritage of the horses. But at the same time, with the help of the Thai Federation and also the Thai Polo Club, that they're able to promote the sport, that we're able now to also bring it to the international stage.
Officials chose the Thai Polo and Equestrian Club as the inaugural event hosts. This remarkable 250-hectare venue boasts world-class facilities, including countless arenas, paddocks and stables for over 250 horses. And although the club was only established in 2005, it already has a rich history. Covered with palm trees and scenic greens, the club has hosted major players from across the world and is decorated throughout with memorabilia that pays tribute to the history of polo and equestrian sport. But the host country did more than provide a picturesque backdrop for this inaugural event. Thailand had the perfect start to the championships with a gold medal in the team dressage, captained by the King's daughter, Princess Sirivannavari.
For Team Thailand, they are your gold medalists. Her Royal Highness Princess Sirivannavari, Nariratana, Rajakanya.
What was that moment like, knowing that you had secured team gold?
It's so amazing, it's so wonderful. I'm very proud to present my country. When I had a competition in Europe, I'm not care if I have a test wrong, but at least I try my best. I try every day. In this event, Asia Championship is more tense, maybe because of the country, my home, and a lot of people are expected and look at me so much. But I try to reduce all my pressure out and put everything back to be myself.
Of Thailand for the Thai team here.
Competing individually, the princess went on to finish 5th on her 19-year-old bay stallion, the aptly named Prince Charming.
It was a very good moment for me. That individual, for me, is my best score that I ever had in my life. So for me, it's like, wow, I did it.
Well, Her Royal Highness there, hosting that trophy high.
The princess, like any other athlete, credits a strict training regime for this historic success. So tell me about the coaches that you have.
They're very strict to me, and then they just do very unbelievable job.
And according to coach Camille, all that tough training was worth it for the gold. Did you notice more pressure on the princess, given the spotlight was very much on her?
Yes, I mean, the princess is a very competitive person, and she really works very hard, and she wants to improve. So she already, you know, has a lot of pressure because of her personality. She wants to, but riding here, it was something really different to what we had experienced in Europe. It was like this extra pressure on.
To someone who doesn't know anything about the sport, just tell me roughly, what are you communicating with her when you're the earpiece and in the warm-up? What are you trying to achieve there?
Oh, she would say I'm terrible. Like, I'm talking. Is like, because dressage is, I mean, even if you take the Olympic champion, is never perfect. It's never 100%. Every single stride of the horse, you have to make the closest possible to perfect. You have to take what the horse gives you. But I know she could do it. But what I didn't know, because it's only her managing it, is how she would handle the pressure and how, you know, how she would in the test alone in front of her home crowd. And it was an amazing moment because, you know, as a trainer, of course, you focus on the technique and on the horse and on the riding and position. But you have a very special bond to your rider, and you're so proud when the rider can actually show the world how much improvement has been done and how good the training was before. So, yeah, it's a very special moment.
We had very good communications. Camille, she speaks a lot. She's non-stop speaking. She keeps speak. If I do something not correct, Camille will say, again, until I got right.
And it paid off?
It paid off, yes. And then we were looking for next year. I think she would be more tough for me.
A very special and historic moment for Thailand, graced with a royal touch.
CNN Equestrian Asian Championships, in association with Be Grim.
We see Be Grim, Thailand's oldest industrial company, as an integral part of society, building long-term businesses and helping social causes important to society. Thailand is fortunate that the government, with our support, still has a chance to save the tiger, one of Asia's most majestic animals. Classical music is important for our souls. Through our Royal Bangkok Symphony Orchestra and the attached music school, we reach out to all ages of society. In horse sport, we can completely forget ourselves and be one with our horse. For children, it gives them love and compassion for animals. With compassion, businesses can exist in harmony with nature and communities, preserve them, and help them grow.
The journey to the top for a successful business in Africa starts with an idea. But how does a concept become a moneymaker? African and global industry leaders share their stories. Sunday on Profit Point in CNN Marketplace Africa in association with Dangote.
I'm Layla Santiago in Mexico City, and this is CNN.
Thailand, a popular holiday destination home to beaches, scenic views, culture and sightseeing. This month celebrated a major sporting moment. The country played host to the inaugural FEI Asian Championships. The historic event marked a momentous occasion for equestrian fans across the region, shining a spotlight on Asian talent in what has traditionally been considered a very European sport. And Thailand did more than just simply play host. The nation seized the moment with some of its most impressive rising talent. And few riders felt that contagious championship energy more than eventing athlete Wirapat Pitakanon. He's represented Thailand on a global scale for more than a decade and has already qualified for the Olympic Games next summer. How significant is it to have an Asian Championships?
So this is very important because in Asia we don't have this such a beautiful competition before, and I think this is a new beginning. It's all about rising Asia. It's all about developing equestrian sport in Asia. It's very good for the next generation of Thai rider.
How did you get into the sport?
When I was 10, so I watched a Chinese movie, and I saw the main actor in that movie, just galloping around, and then one day I just, hey, Mom, I want to ride like the main actor in that movie.
But there's one thing, kind of wanting to be like a movie star to competing at the Olympics. How did you go from the sport becoming a hobby to it becoming your career?
It's all about passion. So the more I am with horses, the more I love them. Every day I want to be better. My mom very supportive, so she ended up making me the yacht. And then since then, I run a small pony club, and at the same time, we're competing too.
Wirapat himself would have provided plenty of inspiration as part of the winning Thai team in the eventing. And you're very much already inspiring the next generation. You train an awful lot as well then?
Yeah, in the north region of Thailand, not so many trainers. So this must be me. I try to be the good example for my junior rider. One day, I'm hoping that they will be better than me.
And how important is an event like this then to inspiring your kids and your pupils?
For sure, this is a very good competition, and the kids don't need to go overseas to watch. So they just come from Bangkok, just come from Chiang Mai, just domestic travel, easy for them, and they can come to watch the world-class competition.
What are your hopes for the future of this event, the Asian Championships?
I think it will make people more interested in the equestrian sport. This event will attract all the kids, all the junior riders to ride more.
And while the home crowd might be rallying around their star athletes, riders from across the region have gathered here. Many based in Europe have made the long journey to compete at this historic event.
He stays in the gold medal position moving forward. Thai Dressage well stayed on 2.
One of the biggest names among them is third-generation Olympic show jumper Taizo Sugatani. He's no newcomer to competing under pressure as a veteran of 6 Olympic Games to date, but Sugatani says being part of these historic Asian Championships is an accomplishment unlike any other. What was so important about this event for you?
I heard they wanted to do this championship in August, and I said straight away, I have to go because I know there's Olympic coming up next year, and I think this is also a good step to get ready for the Olympic Games, because this year, 2019, us Asians didn't have any championship, whereas Europeans, they had European championships.
So it's only right that if there's a Europeans, there should be an Asian Championship.
Absolutely, yes.
In all the years that you've been riding and competing at the top level, have you seen the development of equestrian in this region?
I must say yes. Most of the top riders, Asian riders, are based in Europe, but now it's time to bring it to Asia and improve more.
And so how much has it changed equestrian sport in this region since you've been riding? What was it like when you first started?
Well, it's day and night. It's completely different league. We're used to more top level now, and I hope the younger generation follows us, even do better.
For a fan's point of view and encouraging youngsters, it's important to have these Olympians here like yourself, for them to come and watch and to be inspired by.
Oh, I hope so, and then I hope they learn something from the top rider. Not only myself, but there are a few good riders here riding, so I hope they really get inspired.
And from your time in Thailand, have you got involved at all with the equestrian club and some of the young riders? What do you think of the strength of equestrian in this country?
I met a lot of nice young riders, also nice people in Thailand, and they're really willing to improve and get to the higher level. So I'm really willing to help them.
While equestrian sport has been thriving in Europe for centuries, having made its Olympic debut in Paris 1900, focus is starting to turn to Asia and its rising tide of talent.
Representing Thailand, Jiraporn Limpachati.
So seems to be the case for Dominique Reeve, who originally hails from the Netherlands and is coaching the Thai jumping team. And how long have you been involved with the Thai team?
Well, I've been involved with the Thai team already for several years. I've been to 2 Asian Games already with them, not as a coach, but then I was a trainer of the girls. This is the first time I'm being a coach as well. But we've been for like more than 10 years acting with the Thai team.
Well, just how significant is the first ever Asian Championships for the Thai team?
Yeah, it's very special, and it's very nice that it's here in Thailand as well. For 3 of them, the first time that they ever do something like this, so then especially it's very exciting.
Have they felt the pressure, given it was a home games?
Yeah, of course they want to try to do good, but they also knew they were still young and they are still quite new in it. So the pressure, yeah, of course, they have a lot of people coming from home here, so then it's always pressure to do good.
And since, well, in the 10 years that you've been involved with the Thai team, how have you found the rise of equestrianism in this country?
Yeah, the rise is going to be big. It's the same thing with whole Asian, actually, because if you see the Asian Games like 8 years ago and the Asian Games from last year, that's already a big change, and everything is getting bigger. The ride is getting better, and Thailand's also trying to get improved with that too. It's just the other countries are also rising very hard. Everything, the whole sport is rising.
A rising tide of Asian talent to show the world that while these may be the first FEI Championships in the region, perhaps we're yet to see the best of what Asia has to offer.
Traveling is not just about seeing places with the most likes or getting iconic photos.
Amazing.
It's about finding a city's DNA, meeting people who share its secrets.
Don't look at me like that.
It's about making discoveries that wow you and make you feel like a child again.
Oh, hello, Richard.
It's a world of wonder. Now go and see it. Saturday on CNN, in association with Turkish Airlines.
Beyond the sand and sea, it's Brazil's land of possibilities. From endless fields of oranges and sugarcane to stunning coastlines along hidden beaches that entice visitors and surfers alike. Plus the home of Latin America's largest aerospace hub. Explore the diversity of Sao Paulo state, Brazil's economic engine. On Sao Paulo, Saturday on CNN. Your new early morning lineup. The Brief with Bianca Nobilo. Your World Today with Issa Suarez and Cyril Vanier. There's no better way to bring breaking news into context.
Really really does put the pressure on our final three. Brianna Leon or Filigrana for Hong Kong, China.
Intense pressure and fierce competition. It's all in a week's work of the first ever FEI Asian Championships. But the heat of the moment is not just felt by the athletes, it's a shared experience with their horses, and ensuring their prime health and athletic ability is essential for equestrian success.
Jumps the last, pushes on through a one-time fault.
And for riders and officials across the sport, it's about more than just winning gold medals. It's about honouring the connection between a rider and their horse that makes this sport truly unique. Equestrian is the only Olympic discipline that involves animals, so just as the athletes need physiotherapy and health checks to stay in shape, so too do their four-legged partners. And here at the Thai Polo and Equestrian Club, its world-class facilities include an on-site horse hospital. So when was this horse hospital set up, and tell me about some of the facilities here?
The hospital was set up in 2012. We start with little amount of horses, but every year we got more and more people interested on keeping the horses here. And then we thought that we need to have something on site to be able to look after them properly. So today there's only 4 horse hospitals with the facilities that this one has, and 3 of them belong to the universities, and that's about 3 to 4 hours away from here. So we thought on the club, we thought on Pattaya and the whole region, and there was nothing like this around for horses, so we decided that it was worth it to invest and create this facility. Also to guarantee to our guests and horse owners that they will have a proper look after of the horses. So we built this hospital, which it has all the necessary things, including an operation room to make surgeries on site.
The fact that the Thai Polo and Equestrian Club has this facility, that must have been quite influential in terms of the FEI deciding that this would be the host venue for the championships.
Well, I think when they come to check our facilities, they were very happy to know that we have this on site. Probably they wouldn't expect it. I think it's a place that when you come in, you don't expect what you really found, with all the fields and the arenas, and having a hospital in place is really special, I think. I'm very proud because having an FEI Asian Championship here is like a dream.
The Thai Polo and Equestrian Club is the only club in the entire country with its own fully functional horse hospital. And much of the facilities here are the brainchild of one woman, Nariratana, co-owner of the club. So how significant is it having the first ever Asian Championships here at your club?
Very proud and very happy because we've been at it for 15 years. I started riding when I was very young, but at that time there was nothing. Equestrian doesn't really exist in Thailand. We're very small, and now we have everything.
And then finally taking their place on the podium with 3 clear rounds here today, it is your gold medalist from Hong Kong, China.
You're the obvious choice then for the inaugural Asian Championships.
Yes, I'm also surprised, you know, because to have the FEI decided that, oh, we have good enough facility to host the Asian Championship. Because in Asia, especially in Thailand, equestrian is not part of our life. And then to be able to arrange this championship, it makes us very proud. And then to see all the Asian country join us and everybody happy. And they think that, oh, it's great that we created this championship.
And on these grounds, the championships were coming to a close, concluding with the individual jumping final.
Taizo Sugitani, he's last to go. Harry Denise for Japan.
Japan's Taizo Sugitani, who we met earlier in the show, was leading a competitive field. Knowing a clear round would seal the gold medal, together with his mare, Heroine de Muse, they rose to the occasion and produced yet another faultless performance.
I made a history, first time ever, so I'm very happy and very pleased.
Well, as the sun sets here in Pattaya, we can start to reflect on what has been a hugely successful debut for these continental championships. There's nothing like national rivalry to help establish sporting heroes for the ever-increasing fan base in this region. Attention now turns to Tokyo 2020 for many of the riders who I'm sure will be back at future Asia Championships for years to come. I'm Aly Vance and this is CNN EQ Asian Championships.